What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am glad to be back on your screen. If this isn't my first time being on it, but if it is, if you don't already know, I am JohnnyxCasanova and we are the HBM Mafia. I ain't gonna lie, it's getting heavy, gang. It's getting heavy. It's literally Fanum versus the Fanum.
Fanum just had to teach his own cousin the hardest lesson about family entitlement, and it was crazy. If you've been following the drama, you know that Digital Trap Jam, who claims to be Fanum's cousin, has been going around claiming that he deserves money just for being related to Fanum. We're talking about a grown man literally demanding to be included in major purchases and expecting handouts because they share DNA. But Fanum's response? A reality check that ended up with him pulling out a literal job application on stream. Today we're breaking down this whole family drama.
Imagine coming to me after I'm grinding, doing all this work, just to tell me you deserve my benefits that I've worked hard for. Are you crazy?
Why Fanum's approach to dealing with the entitled relatives is something more people need to see, because this man really thinks he invented Fanum. On June 14th, during his own live stream, he made some wild claims about being the reason for Fanum's success.
Niggas don't know that, bro. But Fanum, everything Fanum has, everything he learned, all that swag, all that shit came from me, bro. His big cousin Gemini.
Yo, Gemini, I have never heard of you in my life until today. Until today, I ain't never heard of you in my life. I've seen Fanum do this out the mud with the story times and everything. I have never heard of you at all. Talking about I taught him everything. You crazy, bro? Was bagging femmes and D all by his dolly. Yo, it's heavy, gang.
One of the biggest influences in his life when we was younger, bro. The f y'all talking about, bro? So if y'all niggas come, y'all try to diss me, y'all niggas dissing Fanum, bro. Y'all diss me, y'all dissing Roeldo. Y'all fucked up if y'all dissing Roeldo, right?
He really said that all his swag came from him, like he's some swag distributor. This man is taking credit for another grown man's entire personality and success because they hung out when they were kids. But this
Broski forgot he was cousin. He over here acting like he dada.
was just the beginning of the entitlement tour. Things got really ridiculous on June 23rd when Fanum bought his mom a Maybach. Most normal people would be happy for their family successes, right? But not Digital Trap Gem. Instead of congratulating them, he went on stream complaining about not being invited to the purchase.
My beautiful aunt, as beautiful as ever, bendición tía. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Congratulations to him and buying the Maybach and all that shit. But our aunt should have been there too. And actually, while he was at it, my mom should have been there too. His other aunt should have been there too. And if we being real, he should have invited me too.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think the glizzies got too far up his head, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, I haven't seen you in no videos. Y'all ain't do no type of collabs. Fanum been doing this shit by his curse. That's how tight I am. Yo, but Fanum been putting in pain since he got on a platform. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. Stick to buying the Corona bottles for the barbecue, Unc. Yo, if you really want to touch some bread, put it out work, gang.
He had invited me, man. We could have really talked it out. It should have been, you should have invited our aunt and my mom as well, bro. Your other.
It's always shoulda, coulda, woulda. You should have done this. You could have done it this way. I would have done this if it was you. Well, gangsta, if it was, nah, the entitlement trap is crazy. But gangsta, you wouldn't talk this. You wouldn't talk like this if Fanum wasn't clouded up and got 4 pockets full.
So all the 3 sisters could have been together, and then you should have invited me too, so we could have settled our differences and figured out the next move as to how we were gonna take over.
So it took a Maybach for you to want to settle your differences. Right. Take over what? Burger King?
It's crazy to see, bro.
Yo, grow some hair on your nuts and tighten up, gang.
Fanum had enough of this and he decided to address the situation directly. And let me tell you, he did not hold back. But here's what made Fanum's response so perfect. He didn't just call his cousin out. He explained exactly how he actually supports his family.
I seen some shit going around talking about I don't situate my peoples, this and that, all this other extra shit. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't support bum ass niggas, bro. I don't support
Oh my god.
If you a bum, you a bum. You know what I'm saying? I can't. What am I supposed to do with that? You a bum. You's a bozo, fam. I don't even know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, chap, nobody can get near me if they not on that. My little sister say, yo, pa, cause you know what I'm saying? We say, pa, yo, ma, what up? You say, yo, pa, I wanna go to school. I wanna be a dentist. Here, hold that. Hold that.
Real general.
You wanna go to school, university? Or how much is it? Matter of fact, don't worry about it. Send me the bill. Here's some more.
Write me the ticket so you could put on for yourself. You don't gotta pay me back. The payment is when you succeed in life. That's real general stuff, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, that's real general things.
Again, boom, hold that. I pay for my sister whole school. My little brother just graduated high school. I bought him some shit. I'm about to leak. Let me not leak. Hold on.
Nah.
Let me not leak, bro. Hold on.
Damn, son.
He do good at school? I got you. Hold that. Boom. You want to go to what school? Okay, that how much money? Oh, shit. I bet. I got you. Send me the bill. Don't worry about it. Go focus on your school, my nigga. Boom. I got you. Hold that. My mom needed some shit. Hold that. Niggas know my pop. I don't understand why we even gotta entertain that. Bro, I don't even, come on, bro. This is a different type of person you speaking to, Maud. It's not regular. Nothing regular about me, Maud. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I built this shit brick by brick. I done said this shit a billion times. You can't expect.
Yo, bro, cause he dead. He built this stuff brick by brick. At the end of the day, like, gangster, Gemini is only doing content because Fanum is up. Tell me if I'm lying, I'm flying. Gemini only got into this stuff because Fanum got it out. Fanum got it out the mud. That's the only reason why Gemini is on this content creation stuff. Gangster, because if Fanum didn't do the content creating stuff and he still had to work at the deli, mopping the floor and all that other stuff, gangster, you wouldn't even look at YouTube. You wouldn't even touch Twitch. You wouldn't even do none of that. All of a sudden, you want to be a streamer, you want to be a tuber, get off Fanum's nut. Get off the nuts, yo. As my bro D would say, yo, get off your knees, gang. Get off your knees.
Niggas to with you and you leeching off niggas, fam. I do this shit, fam. I'm him. I'm sorry. It might sound a bit condescending, but I'm him. I changed my whole situation. Me, nigga.
He pays for his sister's entire school tuition. He bought his little brother's stuff for graduating high school. He takes care of his mother. But do you notice the pattern? He supports family members who are actually doing something with their lives. His sister wants to be a dentist? Her tuition gets paid. His brother graduated? He gets rewarded. These are people working towards actual goals, not just expecting handouts. Just to prove his point, Fanum gifted his little brother a brand new Rolex for graduating high school. A beautiful moment of celebrating actual achievement. But guess what Digital Trap Jam's reaction was? Instead of being happy for his little cousin, he got upset about the cost and claimed that Fanum owes him $10,000. Think about that for a second. His cousin buys a graduation gift for a kid who actually accomplished something, and this grown man's first thought was, where's his money? That's when you know someone has completely lost the plot. Right after that, Fanum delivered the most beautiful response in streaming history. Instead of getting into a back and forth argument, he pulled out a piece of paper and showed it to the camera.
You get rewarded, chat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Honor student. Hold on. Can we clap it up for that? Honor student. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. And for the niggas asking me, talk about, where my Rolex at? Where my Rolex? Nah, where my Rolex at? Yo, bro. I got something you need, bro. I got you, bro.
Nah, this is gold. This is gold. This is pure beauty, bro.
Right here, boy. Go ahead. Let me get you right. Hold on. Got you, my boy. Let me get you right. Let me get you right. You like this. You like this. Sign right here.
No words were needed. The message was crystal clear. Instead of begging your successful family members for money, maybe get a job and work for your own success.
Get a job,
Sometimes the best response to entitlement is just reality. This drama,
bro. That's not sometimes. That's that's indefinite. Because at the end of the day, here's what Fanum did, and he's giving you the blueprint to what he did. Got the job so the job could supply his dream, not feed into the everyday consumer thing. I've watched, I'll never forget when I used to work at Walmart. I've watched people clock out of Walmart just to shop at Walmart again. Why are you blowing your check at the place you just got it from? And then on top of that, your thought process is, I'm gonna get it back. Until you can't, until you get sick. I had a crazy car accident, but I used to think, nah, I spent money, I'm gonna make it back. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did. I built this. Actually, I built this shit. Actually, I did. I know, Johnny, you never cursed before, now you do. But it's just like, yo, bro, just use what you got. Use your active money to supply your dreams so it can make you passive income in the future. Yo, Gemini is tight because he wasted his 20s trying to look rich instead of working hard. Listen, sometimes you gotta miss out on the fun to stack on your funds. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. The girl is still gonna be there. Parties are still gonna be thrown. But your time will not be given back to you once it's wasted. No, I'm dropping gems right now. Man, yeah, I gotta pay for this class. Let's go.
highlight something that successful people deal with all the time. Family members who think they're owed something just for existing. Fanum built his...
I ain't gonna lie. I wish a family member of mine tried to pull up on me like that. Yo, that's the thing though. My family members, yo, they get it how they can on their own. They're not gonna ask me for no handouts, no nothing. But if I ever was to see that, that'll probably be the last time someone ever hear from me. Cause it's like, y'all, what? I'm not no ATM.
Career brick by brick, as he likes to put it. He grinded, created content, built an audience, and earned his success. He doesn't owe anyone anything just because they share blood. But here's what makes Fanum's approach so smart. He does support the family, just strategically. He invests in people who are investing in themselves. His sister is in school working toward a career. His brother just graduated high school and is moving forward with his life. These are investments in people's futures, not handouts to enable laziness. Digital Trap Gem, on the other hand, wants to benefit from Fanum's success without putting in any of the work. He wants to be included in major life decisions, wants money just for being related, and he thinks he deserves credit for Fanum's whole persona. The real lesson here isn't about Fanum being mean to his family. It's about setting healthy boundaries with entitled relatives. Success brings out weird behavior in people, especially family sometimes. But just because someone is your cousin doesn't mean you owe them a piece of your success. Fanum's approach was perfect. Support family who are working, but don't enable people who just want to leech off your success. What do you guys think though? Do you think Fanum was too harsh? Or was this the perfect way to handle an entitled family member?
That's pure comedy, bro. Listen. Honestly, let me know down below if you agree with Fanum's response. Me personally, he handled that like a true G that he is. You know what I'm saying? Even got suited up so his cousin can get booted out. At the end of the day, listen, take what I said somewhere in that video where it's like, yo, there is no fear of missing out, because wherever you're not at the moment is where you needed to be. And let me slow it down. If you couldn't make it to that party, that's fine, because where you're at when you couldn't make it to the party was where you needed to be. I need you to understand. Before I let y'all go, I'm gonna let y'all know something real quick. Stay with me now. In the movie Percy Jackson, right? I forgot which one it was, but they went into the club, the Lotus, whatever that's called. And they kept having something to, some, hors d'oeuvres, like, something to munch on. But the life lesson I took from that movie is that you're going to get so caught up on having fun and living life, thinking that all time, like the night is young, yaddy do. But if I remember correctly, I think Percy didn't take one or something like that. He didn't take a bite of whatever and realized that they were in this club, which felt like one night, but 3 days has passed them by. 3 days. But you're so caught up in the live and rock star lifestyle. Time will pass you by if you're not focused. That's what I got from that movie. And what I'm trying to tell y'all from here is like, yo, stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? If you get no results, keep working. You get good results, keep working. You get bad results, keep working. Consistency is key. Till then, I will see you guys in the next one.